Hey YouTube, this is Noah again. Today is day 2 of our Daniel Boone backcountry byway trip. Today we went down Old Fincastle Road and down into Sinking Creek as well. We didn't get to finish Sinking Creek because it was like really wet, and there was a couple spots where we were gonna have to winch. And it was getting pretty late in the day, so we did decide to turn back around and leave the trail. But we did get to drive through the dried up creek bed for a while, and that was really nice. Just unfortunately didn't get to finish that trail. But all in all, we had a great time and found some pretty cool obstacles. Thanks for riding along with us on this journey over these last couple days. I should have 2 more videos after this. We're even going to do a surprise distillery tour on the channel. And of course, we'll definitely have way more content coming out from the western North Carolina mountains, not just Kentucky.
Start coming.
So this is my wife, Addison. She probably wouldn't want to be on camera, but I thought that this angle was really funny with the 360 camera. And shortly you'll see her pick up my son, Grayson. He's almost 2. He absolutely loves to be in the Jeep. In fact, anytime we're not going on Jeep rides, he whines and screams and, you know, definitely always wants to be in the Jeep or in the car or just moving. It does not like playing, you know, in the house or whatnot. He always wants to be on the go, which is really funny. But this section of Old Fincastle Road, we read online that it was really, really tight and really hard to get over, and you know, there's a huge obstacle here, especially for the wider Jeeps was a really big challenge. But we were actually able to get Larry's 2024 JL through it perfectly fine. Just, you know, taking it slow, making sure that you watch your corners, and just taking the right line, and you can actually sneak right between these 2 big rocks that you're seeing right here on the screen. So you'll see Larry do it as well, and then unfortunately me going through it never got recorded, but that's okay. Have one rock right here under your left rear. You're not going to come into this. You're going the other way. this section right here is the very end of Old Fincastle Road. Not really a challenge, but it quickly after this turns into a hardpack road, and then shortly thereafter it really turns into a full-on pavement road. So now you'll see us leave this part of Old Fincastle Road and end up on Sinking Creek Road. So this is part of Sinking Creek Road, and this is actually how it gets its name. It's actually really unique, and unfortunately I didn't do a great job of filming it, but you're kind of riding along a trail beside it for the longest time, and there's a river, and there's a river, and there's a river, and then you actually dive down into the bed, and the river's dried up. But it turns out the river, the reason why it's called Sinking Creek is it's actually underneath the ground here, just in the aquifer, and then it resurfaces just a little bit later. This section here is actually after we turned around from the spots that we were going to have to winch. So a little bit of a challenge getting back up this hill, nothing too bad. If you were to go back down where my dad's Jeep is coming from right here, there's a really big mud pit and then a rock shelf right in front of it. So you get your tires all slicked up and greasy, and then you have to climb the rocks. I would imagine if it hadn't rained so much before we got there, it would be really easy to pass, but just because it was so wet down there, no matter what, we were going to have to winch or just give it an incredible amount of throttle, so we decided to just head on back. Thank you guys for watching, and we will be releasing, like I said, 2 more videos here in Kentucky, and then quite a bit more here in Western North Carolina over the coming weeks. So please subscribe and check out what we have in the future.